man was suddenly horrified to discover that the brain in the blue tank had opened its eyes. He quickly turned away in fear, only to find that his assistant's eyes were just like the one in the water. As he rubbed his eyes, blue liquid began to flow out. It turned out the tank was filled with alien brains, and his assistant had already been parasitized. Just as he pointed forward, another brain appeared, one intended for Nick. Seeing the dire situation, he punched his assistant in the face. To his shock, not only did the assistant feel no pain, but he actually tightened his grip around Nick's neck. After casually tossing Nick aside, the assistant pressed down on his head and forcefully realigned the brain. At his command, the main door immediately swung open, and several doctors emerged. Even as Nick pounded frantically on the door, there was no response. Even more terrifying was that he ultimately could not escape the fate of having his brain swapped. However, the alien's horror did not end there, for he had set his sights on a boy's body, simply because the boy had once had a strange encounter. That day, as soon as he woke up, he noticed something hanging outside the window.
Hello? What are you doing?
I was setting a trap!
An old man was hanging there. He had been setting a trap on the roof, but had misjudged the building's height and was now stuck on the 60th floor. The boy was skeptical, so he quickly shut the window. But this trapped the doctor, who began screaming in panic. The doctor nearly fell, but at that critical moment, the boy let him inside. It was Christmas, and the boy had mistaken the doctor for Santa Claus. Seeing the room filled with comic books, the doctor became curious.
Superman and Clark Kent are one and the same person.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Look, I do specs on Superman.
Everyone knows they're the same person.
The doctor had assumed Earthlings didn't know Superman's identity, but it turned out every child knew. To put the boy at ease, the doctor took him to see the device on the rooftop. Although it could detect space-time distortions, Gray found it rather crude. Before the doctor could save face, the boy coughed loudly. Seeing how chilly the wind was on the rooftop, the doctor conjured a cup of warm water, then handed him a rupee. To his surprise, it came from the red hole, one of only 4 in the entire universe. The doctor intended to place it in his scanner, but before he could, the boy had already swallowed it.
Thought it was medicine.
What?
It looked like medicine. Well, he gave me medicine in a glass of water and he said you were a doctor.
The doctor was instantly stunned. He watched in disbelief as the boy began to float, and then actually flew up into the sky.